and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. I have a feeling we got a special guest at the door. What's up, Willie? What's up, buddy? You just coming to hang out at the front door here? Yeah? You really want to go in the house, don't you, buddy? One of these days, Willie. One of these days, we're going to sneak you in the house and you get to hang out on the couch. So we made a quick pit stop over here at Work for World Headquarters 2.0. And as you guys can see, clearly, we have run out of room here in our first inventory room. So this is something we've been needing to do for a long time. I was just holding off. We're moving outside. We don't have enough shelves. We need to get quite a few more shelves in here, especially being that we just dropped a ton of new merch right there. And we got to start stocking up on sweatshirts and all the winter gear, being that in some states it's cold. It's about 100 degrees right now in California, but in some states it's cold. I also spilled protein shake all over my shorts a minute ago. So before I go out on town looking like I sharded myself, I think I should probably try and doctor these shorts up. Yep, that's not a good look. This right here is called Desperate Times, call for desperate measures. Caught all the protein powder off of them, but now we gotta dry them, so they're sitting there on the fan. Okay, shorts are back on. We're good to go. We're gonna switch trucks here. One of the reasons being, well, the single cab's full of a lot of chicken food, because, well, we're ranchers now. Second reason being, we're gonna drop it off at Sergio's shop, assuming he's ready to work on it. Oh, is he gonna close the shop? Oh, he's opening it. All right, we're out. Sergio!
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? We ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time Sergio's ever been ready for me.
Well, you told me in advance this time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it helps.
They help a little.
Yeah. So this old, I don't even know, Amazon special light bar behind the grill is pretty cracked and beat up. It actually worked decent, though, for this truck being out at the ranch. Well, the other night I was driving it, and you guys know my luck with OBSs and catching fire. And, well, the switch and the wires started getting really hot and burning. So as I'm driving, I'm yanking the switch out from the dash, trying to disconnect all the wires before it actually fully catches fire. And, well, got melted up and burnt pretty bad. So we're going to replace that light bar and the wiring. And we're just going to do a quick temporary setup because, again, looks-wise, don't really care on this truck. And we don't have a curved bar to put behind the grill, or behind the bumper, I should say. So I think we're just gonna mount one right up on top, where clearly there was one mounted at one point. Strictly for function, not really for looks yet, until we find a better looking option. So off with one Chinese light bar, on with another Chinese light bar. Again, just a cheap temporary solution. Yeah, throw it behind there. Or you want it right there?
No, I mean, it's your choice.
It could be the light bulbs, it could be anything. I don't know why I don't have reverse lights. If you're bored and you want to throw some reverse lights back here, feel free, a couple little cubes down below or something, I don't mind, Sergio, I don't mind.
I mean, I'm not bored.
I don't like when you get excited and have the perfect lights for me. Oh, no. I don't want the lights that I gave to you that were sent to me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Sergio. Just throw me two of these boogers on there. Them's are bright.
Alright, those two, right?
Or what are these? How much are these?
Those are way better.
Yeah, but how much are they? Oh, jeez. Sergio, these are bright.
40 each.
40 each?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me these.
Those two?
You got these?
Yeah.
So for reverse lights, we're gonna go with these Phoenix cubes, or, well, rectangles. And we're just gonna mount them right there, somewhere clean. Not too crazy. I'm not too crazy about this look. Typically I would mount something inside the bumper, like flush mount or something, but this is actually a really clean, untouched, unbeat up bumper. So I wanna save this bumper and not chop it up. Oh, it feels good to be back at our friends at 4 Wheel Parts El Cajon. They were the ones generous enough, well, 4 Wheel Parts in general, but 4 Wheel Parts El Cajon did the killer install on Fern's truck when we basically stole his truck from him and surprised him with getting his truck fully built. And today we've got another cool video thanks to the guys over at 4 Wheel Parts. So let's jump inside and check out what we got. What's up, dude?
What's up, man? How are you?
Not too bad. Ooh, these are the new ones. Never before seen. Dude, these look sick.
Yeah, I hadn't even seen them until today.
Sweet, dude.
I don't want to say I'm pleasantly surprised, but I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But they look really nice.
All right, so it's 1,000,000 degrees out here. We're gonna run up to Swift Powder Coat real quick. Then we'll run back to the warehouse and I'll tell you guys all about these super sick new 4 Wheel Parts tires and the wheels. And we might hint at exactly what we're gonna be doing with this setup. But first we gotta stop and take a look at this thing. This thing is rad. Woo, everything just cleaned up, all fresh black underneath. Looks like we gotta finish the drive shaft and the 4-wheel drive on this thing, but dude, I would love to own one of these bad boys. Look at the interior. Interior super clean. diamond stitching. Love coming out to 4 Wheel Parts El Cajon. You always see cool stuff out here. In case you're wondering just how hot it is out here, it's a little bit warm. So today just happened to work out perfectly. We're not too far from Swift Powder Coat being over at 4 Wheel Parts El Cajon. And as you guys remember, we dropped off some other wheels here a long time ago, and we're trying to do something cool with the powder coat. So they've been working on a bunch of samples for me, and today's the day we're gonna check them out. I'm gonna need your guys' help to pick. What do we got here? Ooh.
Red. That's a brilliant silver. That's what we did on
Wes's truck.
Yep.
And then that's red anodized effect. It's like a 30% sheen. That's one of my
That's
favorites.
what we were waiting for at the
This
end.
is kind of
Gotcha.
this is kind of dirty. One,
It's a lot going on.
It's kind of bass.
So one of the things I was going for on these wheels is I wanted them to really, really pop off of everything else on the truck being black and white. And I wanted them to be very sparkly. So they've been working on a few samples here. We've got some pretty sparkly here. This is an anodized look, which is a really cool look, and it's cool that they can do it in powder now. So I'm very torn, you guys, and hopefully these show up true to life on camera. I love the richness of this anodized powder coat look. It's kind of got a maroonish look to it. These start getting a little fire engine red to me, but I love the sparkle on this one. Again, hopefully it shows up good on camera. This one's got a lot of sparkle in it. I think it's almost too much. It almost looks like kind of like sprinkles on a cake type of thing, or like you just like threw glitter at it, and it's not random enough. I think the pieces of the sparkle are a little too big. And then we got what's on Wes's truck, which I have always loved this color. When I first saw it, I was super excited to see Wes do his whole suspension in that. One of the things we got to keep in mind is when this thing's on a truck, you know, you're not seeing it in the direct sunlight like this. You're gonna see it like that, which starts to look really dark and really black. So hopefully if we go something a little bit brighter of a red, like this color right here, it might end up showing more versus if you were to go with a darker color and you start to see it sideways and all of a sudden it looks black. Something to take into consideration when you guys are looking at powder coat colors, because yeah, where you're gonna put them on the truck definitely matters. Let's go take these over by the BBB. We'll go in the shade over here and see how they look. There's one color. I think that's a cool look, but I'm thinking that anodized is too matte for me. I like having a glossy, shiny finish on top of it, so let's see how this one looks. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this color here. I'm leaning towards it. It's got, I think, the right amount of sparkle. Again, you're only gonna see it in certain lights and in the right daytime. This is the super heavy sparkle. Again, I think that one's too much. It almost looks dirty. And y'all know we like clean looks around here. And then there is Wes's powder coat color up next to all of them. It's hard to get the lighting right. I know the sun's kind of doing some weird stuff right now. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Here, let's lay them out. So we have a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. We've got 1, Wes's powder coat color, 2, the extra heavy sparkle, 3, the just enough sparkle, and 4, the matte anodized. Now here's one downfall about the color that Wes used. This is a candy color. So anywhere that it gets thicker, and when doing wheels and inside the barrels and up near the spokes, there's a very good chance the powder coat's gonna end up a little bit thicker on the wheels. Anywhere that it's thicker, it's gonna end up darker. That's why we opted to have samples made of true powder coat colors, not candy colors that don't take 2 or 3 layers, and seeing if we could sparkle those. Oh geez, almost dropped it. And seeing if we could sparkle those up. So this is the result of that, and it'll ensure that we get an even finish all the way around the wheel, versus with the candy color, you're gonna see inconsistencies. If you look on the powder coat on my suspension, my transparent copper is a candy color, so there are some spots where it is darker, mainly on like inside corners and stuff. Again, it's gonna be kind of hard to see because the lighting's a little bit weird, but inside corners, you'll see like inside there, it's a little bit lighter. Anywhere it built up thicker, like on that weld right there, it ends up being darker. Well, we got everything dialed in at Swift Powder Coat. We're back obviously at our shop, and man, guys, I am so excited for these tires. I love to be a part of product launches from companies that actually put a ton of time and effort into making a product the right way. And well, so far from what I've seen, and mind you, we're probably some of the first, if not the first people out here I know to see these, because today's the day before the launch. So these aren't even available. Nobody at 4 Wheel Parts can order these unless you're a part of the launch crew. Like, you know, I've kind of accepted myself into the launch crew. I don't know if that's really a thing, but we are the first people to get our hands on, see, feel, touch these tires, and I'm so beyond excited. So let's delve a little bit into what the 4 Wheel Parts Extreme RT tire is. You may have seen RT tires on the channel in the past. Our buddy Eddie was running the Toyo RTs on his truck for a little while, and basically what an RT tire is it kind of bridges the gap between an all-terrain, which would be something of that type, and a mud terrain, which is very aggressive like you would see up there. And as you guys know, there's trade-offs to going with an all-terrain. You don't have quite the aggressive in the tread pattern, and you're not going to do as much off-roading as you would with a mud terrain, but an all-terrain is going to be quieter. It's probably going to ride a little bit smoother. So there's a lot of like trade-offs. So a lot of companies, and four-wheel parts included, are jumping on kind of the RT, which bridges the gap between an all-terrain and a mud terrain. One of the other cool things about an RT tire is they are a lot lighter than a mud terrain. I don't know if you saw us loading these up, but these tires aren't super heavy, which is nice because you're not adding a ton of weight to your vehicle. And you probably haven't thought super deep into tire design, but everything you see here is obviously done for a reason. So you have your 3-ply sidewall, you have a set shoulder block, which allows you to claw uneven terrain. You've got open shoulder grooves and mud ejectors. I like that. I like the sound of that. Mud ejectors to evacuate mud, dirt, debris, sand, whatever may get into your treads, and ensure that they are clean and continue to actually give you traction. And again, RT tires, the reason they're so cool is they are meant to kind of bridge that gap in being daily drivable, on the road, quiet, quality tire, and still being able, you know, for that chance you want to go off-road, they're still there. They've got a high ratio contact area, which maximizes contact, providing exceptional grip and stability even while towing. And they're claiming that the unique tread design makes these 90% quieter than a mud terrain. So if you guys have ever dealt with tire drone or anything like that, you know, a lot of cheaper tires, they drone like crazy. They're saying 90% quieter than a mud terrain. That's pretty rad. For those of you worried about towing, they do provide these in load ranges D, E, and F. So you've got all the different ranges you can pick from. And size-wise, and you're probably wondering why we got these in 35 by 12.5 by 20s. And again, we'll get more into that a little bit later, but size-wise, you've got them from 33s all the way up to 37s. I wish they made a 40. I'm sure at some point in the future we might see a 40, but currently 33s up to 37s. And here's the coolest part, as I try and get one of these off of the truck. All right, maybe. All right, okay, you stay for a second. They all come with a 50,000 mile warranty, so you know, that's pretty impressive. How cool does that look sitting on the tailgate like that? They actually look way bigger than 35s. I mean, I know they are true to life 35s, but just in like that orientation, compare them to the 40s right there, and I think those are 37s right there. Project that I need those for, I also needed a set of wheels. And back when we partnered up with 4-wheel parts to completely pimp out Fern's truck, we were actually going to be running these wheels or similar wheels that you see right here in this box. And if you guys don't know, these have already been released. 4-wheel parts also released their own wheel line, which is really rad, especially considering you can do a wheel tire combo with the 4-wheel parts line. So I really wanted to get these for Fern's truck. Unfortunately, with the Rona and the world going crazy, these got delayed. I mean, these have actually been delayed for quite a while too, so I'm glad these finally came in. But I'm super excited to be able to run these. I've never seen these in person. Probably most of you guys haven't either, being that they are very, very new. So let's check out the new 4-wheel parts wheels. All right, let's see what we got on more packaging. Come on out, booger. All right. Dun 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 dun. That's all we can do. I don't want a copyright strike. Woo. Look at those boogers right there. Dang, that's a really kind of like iridescent look. It's not like a chrome. It's almost like a black chrome, but a little bit lighter. I mean, look at it from over here. It looks very black. You get over top of it and it starts to kind of be like that black chrome effect. These are really, really, really cool. Really nice wheels so far from what I can tell. What I like about them is you're not getting that big gaudy center cap that a lot of these cast wheels come with that hide the lugs. These ones actually have the smaller center cap, similar to a forged style wheel like you'll see here on those boogers. I really, really like that look. I like the exposed lug nut look. These look super rad. I think it's gonna be a killer combo with the 4-wheel parts tires. So these are actually 20 by 9s going on the 35, 20.5 R20 Extreme RTs. I'm not gonna tell you guys what these are going on. You could probably figure it out. But I'll let you guys kind of sit and ponder on exactly what we're gonna be doing with these. Hoping it happens sooner than later. So we've got one of the big pieces of the puzzle. We're just waiting on suspension next, and then you guys will, you'll see what we're gonna be doing with these bad boys. Now for those of you wondering, these are the S series wheels. They have the S series and the T series. And don't mind my broken phone right now, but that kind of shows you guys the difference. There's the S series. There's the T series. You can get each series in a couple of different finishes. I think this finish is really rad. You guys gotta head down to a 4-wheel parts and see these in person or order them online. Now, while I'm sad that my impatience is getting the best of me and I really wanna see those on the vehicle that they're going on, let's go check on our good buddy, Sergio. Sergio! Did we run into more issues? Sergio called me earlier with issues. We don't like issues, Sergio. How's it going, buddy?
Good, but not as far as like to go.
So originally we were gonna mount the light bar up on top here, which I'm kind of glad we didn't. And then Sergio ran into an issue of not being able to get the other light bar out, and he's like, hey, the bumper's got to come off anyway. You want to just put it down in the bumper. So we have gone ahead and put it down in the bumper. Looks cleaner. I think that's a better option.
I mean, yeah. At the end, I realized it's only 4 bolts that I need to take out.
It's a ranch truck, Sergio. I won't tell anybody it's off center just a little bit. Don't worry.
Well, either that or you want 2 more holes. So.
No, we don't want 2 more holes. We don't want 2 more holes. One of the things we realized, you know, I probably should have checked this a long time ago, being that the reverse lights weren't working. It was either going to be something simple or it was going to be something crazy complicated in the wiring. Turns out it was just a fuse. Everything's working now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Now, but again, 2-parter because we didn't even start it.
We didn't even start.
Nope.
Oh, jeez. Want me to get under there, Sergio?
What, you want to start doing?
Yeah, dude. So we're running up against the time crunch right now. Sergio has to leave, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna basically run a wire all the way to the back for us, and then when Dedek and everybody else gets here today, we're gonna be moving Dedek's K20 down here a little bit later. So once we're all at the shop, then we're gonna throw on those 2 lights in the back, and Sergio will have the switch and everything already hooked up for us. All we gotta do is drill some holes and connect some wires. So Sergio's getting some wire pulled. We're running 3.
Yeah, we're gonna use a relay. That way we can run also the reverse lights.
Reverse lights, yeah.
So we need to.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the reverse lights. When you put it in reverse, it's gonna trigger the 2 LED lights up underneath, and then you're also gonna have it on a separate switch. So that's why Sergio's running 3 there. One relay is gonna tie in from the reverse light, like basically connection kicking on. That's gonna trigger those lights to come on as well. So we'll have 2 ways to turn them on, just in case we ever need lighting behind the truck. We're working, hooking up a trailer, whatever it may be. You don't have to have the truck in reverse to get it to happen. Am I learning, Sergio? Yeah. I mean, did I get my diploma back? I know you took my diploma away from me of being an electrical engineer like you, but...
I forgot when I took it out.
I don't remember. I think I earned it back when we did the cab light install. I think we did pretty good. I mean, that video hasn't gone live yet, even though... Listen, I don't know if you saw, but I had a little fire to deal with. It kind of got in the way of some videos. I'm pulling, Sergio, I'm pulling.
Push, I mean pull.
Push. We're gonna route this booger on top of the body mount here. Guess we're gonna go on the inside here. We're gonna follow the original harness. Don't worry, Sergio. I'm a professional. I'm not getting all tangled up in the wire here. Teamwork, buddy. This is what we need right here, Sergio. A little teamwork.
There you go.
We'll get her done. So we've got our waterproof relay right here, and I'm gonna tell you guys how this works. Right, Sergio?
Yeah, right.
You probably should tell me before.
Diploma ready.
All right, you got my diploma if I get this right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got your ground, right? You're gonna have your power coming in. You're gonna have your switch leg coming in, and you're gonna have something out. I'm not exactly sure why we got so many wires, but Sergio could probably explain that better. Sergio, take it away.
Okay. Yeah, you had it right. So this 2.
Yep.
Let's call it, man. This 2 will activate your relay.
Okay.
It will switch between the power going out on the yellow one or the red one. So whenever you don't have nothing connected to it, when it's resting, the power goes through here.
All right.
So that's a good option if you want to, for example, have something on and switch it off with a switch.
Okay.
And this is your output. So input, output with the relay activated. Deactivated is upper here, and then power and ground. And you can swap these 2 actually. It doesn't matter. It's just a coil in there. It's simple. Yeah, simple as that.
Super simple. I used to mess with relays back in the day. I used to do a lot of my own vehicle wiring back in the day, believe it or not, and I never lit a truck on fire. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. That being said, like relays were one that like you would have to sit there and look at it for a minute and make sure like you got each one right.
You always see the diagram there.
Yeah.
So
I mean that diagram means a lot to you, but to somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about, like me, that diagram don't mean a whole lot. But hey, quick Google searches can really help you out with relays. All right, buddy. Oh, the light. Oh, don't. Just watch out. So we got our holes marked. I'm just gonna spread them as wide as I can while still being able to get our finger in there and drop the bolt in.
I'm gonna spread it wide. Oh, sorry, my bad. For those of you that didn't know, he just always talks like that, so I never know if he's actually recording. He just narrates his life 24/7.
So we got the holes drilled, we got the bolts dropped down in. I'm gonna try and get this on one-handed here. What'd you give me?
What'd you ask for? Oh, you asked for deep. I grabbed you the next size down.
I wanted a deep socket 11/6. It's almost midnight. We can almost pull out the Midnight Cowboy. No, is it looking all right? Good angle?
For the fluffer,
The angle
it's pretty
of that
good.
dangle. Oh no! Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't look! Don't look! Don't look!
Okay, don't look.
Don't look! We don't post this. We
Yeah,
don't post this.
we won't post this. We won't post this. Patent pending.
This is slept on. Self-leveling lights. So if you go up a hill, the lights will go ahead and adjust for it so that they're always level.
There you go.
This.
And if you hit it on the ground, it's like the license plates.
Yeah,
and
they just
pop
swing up. Oh my.
The lights are on. We're just going to wire up here to the little pigtails that Sergio left for us. And then this will be our temporary setup. This is going to be working off just the switch until Sergio has a little bit more time. He's going to tie everything into the reverse lights and the relay and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. There's a switch. Looks good, buddy. Looks good. Wrap it up. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta show how bright they are. Woo. Oh, all right. Yep. So here's what that front bar looks like on. There's off. This is no headlights on. Pretty bright. Again, just kind of a knockoff Chinese light bar, nothing too special. And then these are the rears. Should work well for what I want over at the ranch. The point these up just a little bit higher here. And they'll be nice if we're hooking up trailers or anything like that at night. But with that, guys, we're gonna wrap up. Again, a huge thank you to 4 Wheel Parts for getting us on board with the new 4 Wheel Parts tires, as well as the 4 Wheel Parts wheels. Make sure you guys go check out your local 4 Wheel Parts. Also, if you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now. They do not miss out on any future content. And don't forget to give this video a like and get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.